Hi, I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. So you won't know this if you've been following me because I like to record in advance, but I've had a little bit of a break from recording. Not a break completely away from yoga, but definitely from recording, from doing as many classes as I'm used to. And it's nice to have a break, but it's also nice to come back to your practice. So this is just a simple practice just to get that body moving again. So I hope you'll join me in a seated position, and you might like to use some blocks. Come into a comfortable seated position, lengthening your spine, perhaps sitting on the edge of a prop. I have my rolled up towel here. Allow your hands just to maybe rest in your lap and close your eyes. Just take a few conscious breaths, noticing the inhale through the nostrils and the exhale back out the nostrils. Allow your chin to drop towards your chest. Slowly bring the chin up to one shoulder and then bring it down and to the other shoulder. And observe how your neck feels. Try to keep connected with your breath, inhaling and exhaling as it feels right. Bringing your head back down to the center of your chest, lifting that head up. Let's take one hand down and lift the other arm up. Nice big inhale. Exhale as we come up and inhale to the other side. So we just want to lengthen through the sides of our body. Lengthening all the way back up, sitting tall. And then inhale, both arms up. Belly is in. Exhale, twist to one side and lower those hands down. Root down and lengthen up. Breathe as you look over your back shoulder. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, twist the other way. Root down, lengthen up, look over your shoulder. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Let's come on to our hands and knees. So spreading your fingers wide. I have my blocks at the top of my mat just in case I want to use them. Moving through our cat-cow sequence, as we exhale, we push the ground away, tuck the head, tailbone under, draw that belly in. Inhale, lift the head, tailbone, let the belly be soft. Move through your spine and notice how it feels. After a couple of rounds, if you want to just take this more into little barrel rolls, little circles while we do the cat-cow, just find different areas that we can move through. You're welcome to do that. And if you are doing that, we're going to go in the other direction. And it doesn't have to look a particular way. Go into how it feels. And we're going to press back into a child's pose and lengthen those arms out. You're going to curl your toes under here in this child's pose. And as you press back, feel the soles of the feet just opening up. Nice stretch. Bringing ourselves back up onto our hands and knees, we can uncurl the toes. I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to extend it up and bend the knee. And then I'm going to add some circles. Just circle the leg around as we get into the hip a little and circle the other way. And then we're going to see, can we take this leg and bring it forward? And maybe this is where you want your blocks. So we want to make sure that our knee is right over top of our ankle here. So sometimes just bring those blocks up nice and high. Root down so you have something to press into, and then lengthen up. Press that back foot into the mat, and again, find some length for your spine. Inhaling here. Exhale, just straighten that front leg, flex those toes up towards the ceiling. Keep length through your spine. So we're starting to open up the back of the leg. Inhale as we come forward, lift the heart up. Exhale as we come back. One more time to come forward. And as we come back, we could try pausing, lengthening, either just simply tucking your chin in, or with that belly in, folding from the crease of your hip here, keep length in your spine. So you might lower your blocks, you might not need those blocks. Being kind with our body. Bringing ourselves back forward and stepping ourselves back into hands and knees. Other side, extend that right leg out, bend the knee, and take some circles. And go the other way. And then take a big step forward. Bringing your foot between your hands, lining up knee over ankle, grab those blocks, root down, and find length through your spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, shift those hips back, flex the front toes up. Find length through your spine and through that right leg. Move with the breath. Inhale, exhale to come back. One more time as we inhale. And as we come back, let's hold. Lengthen, tuck your chin in, or start to fold with length through the spine, keeping everything feeling nice and strong and active. Bring the knee forward, release the blocks, bring your foot back. Curl the toes under, bellies in, knees up, push back, and tilt that tailbone up. So we're coming into our downward facing dog, and we're just going to paddle out that dog. Bend one knee deeply, press the other heel into the mat, and then slowly switch. So we're moving slowly and kindly this morning, just getting ourselves back into the groove. Perhaps we've taken a little bit of a break. From here, let's come back down onto our hands and knees. Let's walk our hands slightly forward, shift those hips forward so we end up in our plank on our knees, and we slowly come down onto our bellies. So we're going to come into our cobra, a few variations. So extend those legs long, hands hover over the mat. So roll the shoulders back, bellies in. So baby cobra. Inhale, just lift the chest away from the mat, and exhale, lower. Inhale, float up. Exhale, lower. This time you might press your hands into the mat. Keep the shoulders rolled back. Inhale, lift up. You're pressing the feet into the mat, and you might press into your hands and come up a little bit higher. Exhale, release down. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale, come up. Keep the pubic bone on the mat. Exhale, release. This time you might take your fingertips off the mat. Roll those shoulders back. Elbows are up as high as the shoulders now. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards one another. Bellies in. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And then inhale, wave yourself up. And exhale, release down. Inhale, let's come up. This time, turn, look over your right shoulder. Dip your left shoulder a little closer to the mat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come up. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, bring it up. And then release ourselves down. Taking our hands by our sides. Belly is in. Inhale, lift the chest up. Reach the fingertips. Exhale, lift the legs up. Locust pose. Breathing here. Feel strength through the backside of your body. Lift up as high as is comfortable for you. Release down. Press back. Child's pose. Let us revisit downward facing dog. And let's just walk our feet forward into our little ragdoll. So feet are hip distance apart.
Bend your knees as much as you need to. Fold the arms, maybe let them dangle. Roll the spine up. Stack the vertebrae. Roll the shoulders back and then lift your head up, standing tall. Let's come into a tree pose. So standing on one spot, focus on one spot in the room that won't move. Belly is drawn in, so you open the opposite hip up. When you're ready, when you've got that core engaged, that spot to focus on, you might lift your toes up and wrap them around your ankle. You might press your foot into your calf, or if you have that flexibility, press the foot into your thigh. Lengthen the spine up. Maybe the palms come to your heart. Maybe it's easier if you extend the arms out. And if you found balance, you might choose to bring your palms overhead. Slowly, let's release. Let's go to the other side. Root down, belly's in. Open up the hip and press your foot into your leg into your foot. Remember, your arms can do anything. Anything that will help you find balance. Focus being the most important part. So you're going to release down. We're actually going to take our feet a little bit wider apart as we come down into a squat. So take your time, maybe go from side to side, coming all the way down if you're able to. If you're not, maybe just coming halfway down. Elbows rest onto your thighs, or just skipping this and going right into a seated position. I like to place my elbows on the inside of my knees, press my palms to the heart, and find length through my spine. So great, release into the hips, into the groin, stretch through those inner thigh muscles, and then slowly bring yourself down. Let's come into bound angle pose, soles of the feet together, knees drop out to either side, and then let's just bow forward. So I'm bringing my heels in a little bit closer today. If that doesn't feel good, feel free to stretch them further away. If also sitting on the edge of something is more comfortable for you, go right ahead. And then you can drape yourself over. You can find length first and then bow down. Experiment with what feels best for you. Tuck that chin in. Find your breath. Lengthening up. I'm going to extend one leg out. So I'll turn to the side so you can see. Little side bend. So I've got my left leg out, my left hand to the inside. Open up. Extend that right arm or bring it alongside your ear. Lengthen up. Switching sides. Bring the left foot in. Extend the right leg out. Side bend. If you like, I'm going to extend my legs straight out in front of me and just end with a forward fold. So you might choose to bend your knees deeply. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold from the crease of the hips. And again, let's just drape over. So your hands could be beside the legs. They could be on the shins. Or if you can comfortably reach the toes, go ahead. Keeping your knees nice and deeply bent or listening to your body, straightening as you feel comfortable. Just letting go of tension. Slowly lifting up, roll those shoulders back. And that's our yoga bite for today. So I hope you enjoyed that little welcome back to yoga practice. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and have a fantastic day.